What y'all did?
You just left something out.
I gotta go back. My live got interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
I should have put.
Amazon doesn't have any remotes working.
Yes, they do.
The only ones they have are ones in different countries, like Costa Rica. It's an Asian country.
Mm-hmm.
And something that looks German.
They have it. You have to know how to find them.
And looking for consultants.
Mm-mm.
I'm looking at the ones they have in the U.S., but
Okay, so do Arise.
okay.
Remember the login? It's in the book.
I'll look for it.
I'm sorry, y'all. The live dropped, so we're trying to get back everybody. Hold on. I'm trying to put this back on the tripod. There we go.
Arise says all certification courses are free as of July 18th. But if you don't show up to a class, there's a $20 fee, and there's a $30 charge for background checks.
Oh, what do they have?
I'll check for it.
We're all hungry, right? Look at us. Right, Aaliyah? We're hungry. But they have to have a class on the weekends only for me. Okay, so I'm turning this on now, guys. I'm so sorry. The live went down. I'm sorry, so sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry, so sorry. Share the live, y'all. Invite people to watch. Everybody came back. Look at that. You guys are so devoted. I like that. Because y'all want to see how I make the chicken, right? The brown stew chicken. I'm going to show y'all. I don't forget, y'all. Aaliyah, you have the cover for the water right there? For the bottle of water you gave me.
No.
No, Grandma? You gave it to me? I don't think you gave it to me. I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm going to cook it in a little while. Give me a minute. I don't want y'all to get impatient with me. I should have put the phone on Do Not Disturb, and I didn't do that. And it rang. And that's what happened. And what had happened was, just messing with y'all. Y'all know I love y'all coming and watch me. Because what had happened was, because what had happened was, he can show me his strong muscle. You guys are strong, huh? Waiting on me. I love that. I love the delegation of people watching me cook live. And just follow me. I'm not asking for a whole lot. Nettie. Hi, Nettie. Hi, my friend. Hi, loves and friends on live. So what we're going to make, it's very simple. And it's so delicious. Okay, let me get my onion. I need an onion. I need green peppers or red peppers. Thank you for the hearts. Send some more hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I'm just a regular person trying to make a regular income, working on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. That's all. But the haters are going to be the haters. I need one onion. I need one celery. I absolutely love to cook. So whenever I'm cooking something for my family, I'm going to come on and share it and show you how to survive. Because food is kind of expensive, guys, right? I'm not complaining, but it's kind of high, okay? Okay. I missed that I didn't go get my medication on time. I'm saddened by the fact that I didn't make it to the pharmacy on time. Look, my clothes is all wet. Anything?
I shared it again. William's back.
William is a lady. It's William Kim. It's Kim. Her name is Kim.
Kim Williams.
Yeah, her last name is Williams. But her page, that's just how she made her page. So it's a lady. Kimmy Kim. Kimmy Kim. Kimmy Kim. Aaliyah doesn't know you, so I was just trying to explain to her that you are a lady. Because she thinks it's Williams, like out. Like her brother is William, right? His last name is Edward. So that's why she's thinking. So I cheated today. Guys, I had dope. Let me show you all what I had earlier. Because I really did not know what to eat. Guess what I had? Look what I had. I was a bad girl. Bad, bad, bad. I cheated. And look what's left. Because Siobhan had 3. I had, and it's a box of 6. So what happened to the rest is a mystery. So he ended up giving his friend who was over here, he had 3. No, he had actually 4. I had 1. She had 1. There's this one left. A half of a 1. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing things over here behind the scenes. And we are loving on y'all coming and visit me. Let me send everybody a wave. A wave. Thank you for coming on. Aaliyah, share the live one more time before I start doing the chicken, because I kind of wanted a lot of people to see the chicken. How to do it. We're sharing on Instagram one more time before I bring you to the stove. Because I don't want y'all to get bored. Don't get bored of me. I love y'all. Come over here. We're boiling. Oh, look, it's boiling. The yellow yam. We got to make the dumplings to put inside of the water. You boil it and you eat it with the sauce and the food. Oh, and it's so delicious. It's so scrumptious. It is so delicious. So my name is Charmaine Charles Muhammad. I am a chef on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We're going to see if we could upload this video to TikTok, to YouTube, right? We're going to try to share it on YouTube so we can have another video there. Because we have lots of videos, lots of reels. You guys can go over to YouTube when you're done, when you're bored and you want to watch me. Go see how funny I am. I have a lot of Instagram reels here too, but go check me out. Like it, love it, share it. Tell your friends to come over and hang out with me. I love hanging out with people. I love people. You know, today I'm going to tell you I'm kind of sad. And I'm going to share why I'm sad. And I feel like crying about it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold the tears in the back of my head. I was going to pick up my prescription. And then I saw a lady. And then I saw a young girl. I saw a young girl. Then I saw a dog. Hi, Daryl Miller. Thank you for coming back, King. Then I saw a truck. I saw a dog. I saw a lady. I saw a young boy, and I saw a man. And I saw the car packed up with clothes in it. And I saw her looking in the Publix bag for food. And I saw the dog laying on the ground like he was tired. And I saw all these clothes in the car, like pots, pans, clothes. The little girl sitting on the other side of the car, you could tell there's something going on. The picture showed me, and I could be wrong because I'm not perfect, and none of us are. It looked like they were homeless. I felt so bad, and I began to say, you know what? I am so grateful to have a roof over my head. So why do I let other people get to me? I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to have to ignore them because I have a beautiful family. Dara Miller, what do you think? I have a beautiful family. The picture that I saw, it could have been just some people coming from the beach. So I didn't want to judge. But what I saw is what I saw. And I say this to say, we have to be grateful and thankful for what we have. We really do. Because what I saw is what I saw. And it didn't look, I don't want to say it looks like a bad picture. Because I could misjudge because I'm not perfect. But I felt something when I saw that family. I felt the need to reach out and say, are you guys okay? But I don't have much, so there was nothing I could have offered. And I think what they would have needed was a place to spend the night. You know what I'm saying? And when I came out, they were still there, and it was raining, and they all went in the car, and I don't think they turned the AC on. So there's a dog. There's a boy, there's a girl, there's a mother and a father. Something's going on. I felt so hurt. But I began to say to myself, Sel, you need to learn to be grateful for what you have. And that's why I got I couldn't do the live a while ago. You know, when my brother called, I picked up. But I started to feel a little anxiety about it. But I'm beginning to feel better now. Because I had to say, self, it is what it is. pray for them and keep it moving, right? But then you got to be careful. You can't say pray on Facebook. Because if you say pray, they might turn your page down. You can't say nothing. So now, we're going to go ahead and do the brown stew chicken. So I'm going to bring the camera around. So this is the chicken we're making. We cut up some red onions and a little scallions. If you want to add a little red pepper, which is what I'm going to do eventually. If you want to put a little potatoes in it, you can. If you want to put some dumplings. Aaliyah, you want to make the dumplings for me? No, I'll do it. Because I'm not going to make a lot. If you want to put some dumplings in there, you can, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the dumplings in front of you. So the dumplings are easy. It's just plain flour and some salt. Okay? Just a little bit. Not a lot. Because you don't want too much dumplings. Just a little bit. And I'm going to put it in the chicken. I'm going to show you a trick today. Today is the day, baby. Okay, I'm going to make a little dumpling. I'm not going to use my hands for the dumpling. I'm going to show you how I make my dumplings. I use a little seasoning salt. Show you you guys can see this. Oh, wait, let's put the chicken in first. Let's do, because I already have that going. Let's put our chicken in first. We're going to get the butter. Oh, it's over here already. Duh. How is everybody's Saturday going? With my bad experience that I just saw, we need to say self. We know that God loves us, and because of his love, we're going to make it. Yeah? Kimmy Kim, you said all the right words. Because I don't even have the words. For that family, I didn't even have the words. I couldn't say nothing. Okay, I couldn't say nothing. I was lost. Oh, so I have to show y'all how to burn the sugar. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to, I can turn the camera around, Lee. Don't come. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to turn it around. So I'm going to show y'all. There we go. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to turn that around. And then we put the sugar, we put butter in here first. On the back side, and hold it like that. Right on the bottom. So you put the light is on. So you put the light. We put a little butter in, guys. When you're making the brown stew chicken, and I've showed it on Facebook, but I never showed it on this one. So you put the butter in.
Eleanor is watching.
Who?
Eleanor.
Hi, Eleanor. Thank you for coming on, honey. Eleanor follows me on Facebook, so she knows I've done this before. Then you put the sugar. You want to put like 2 tablespoons of sugar. Based on how much chicken you have, you're going to put the sugar in. Remember, it's a Caribbean dish. If you've never seen how they make it, I always teach it. This is not the first time I'm teaching it. So we're going to wait for that to get brown, the sugar. We want the sugar to caramel and be brown, okay? Share the live for me once you come in. If you don't mind, I need you to share the live for me. We're going to try to upload this video on YouTube because everybody's asking for it. So we're going to try to do that after. Okay, we want to wait for that to get brown. We have already showed you how we're making the boiled bananas, the yellow yam. I'm going to pick it up in the pot so you can see. This is the yellow yam. This is the yellow yam is right here. All that has to boil and make it soft and nice. And okay? So it's a Caribbean dish we're making. And we also have a little bit of pigtails, but we're going to show that differently. That's different because Aaliyah doesn't eat that, so I couldn't put that in the dish to show y'all. So now we're going to wait for that to We're waiting for the sugar to caramel. And then we're going to show you how we put... See, that's better. Doing it like that and showing it. We're going to show you how we put... That's boiling. See how it's getting brown with the butter? But you don't want it to get burned dark, but I'm going to show you. It's a trick to it. It's getting there. That's all you do. You just watch it and play with it like that and move it around. Now, some people like to do it with oil. I don't do oil. I do butter because it's much easier. Now, you also, I always say this, you can buy the browning in the store. You can buy the browning in the store, and this is the browning you were trying to get. We put that in the chicken, in the sauce, right? But I make my own browning. I make my own. See how it's getting brown, ladies and gentlemen? It's getting brown. And you just whisk it, all of it together. Don't put it too close. Okay? Because what happens with the iPhone is going to shut off with the heat. So you don't want to put it too close. The iPhone will just shut it off.
I'm moving it so it's out of good.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and now I'm going to, I kind of like that color a little bit. So I think I'm going to pour my chicken in now. See how it is? You can move it around, get a nice pot, non-stick pot, and I'm just going to put it in there. There we go. I'm going to put it in the pot. All the chicken at once. Then you move your chicken around. You move it around because you want all of it to get the color. Aaliyah is holding the camera so you guys can see exactly how to do this. I hate to put it on a stand and you don't see me do it, but that's what we're doing. Brown stew chicken. Then we have all our vegetables over here that we're going to put in it, but we're not going to put it now. That's going to be when it's partially cooked. So you move it around because you want all of it to get brown, okay? You want it to get you're looking for that brown stew chicken. That's how you buy it. When you go to the Jamaican store or the Caribbean store, you're like, how did they make this brown stew chicken? It tastes so good. It has a caramel, little caramel taste to it. And it's so delicious. You make your own gravy that way. Okay? Now I am going to cover it up. And we're going to let our chicken cook. We're going to let our chicken cook. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to show you how we add all the other ingredients. So that's going to stay cooked. Cover it up. And cook. Let it keep the camera over it for me for a little bit. And then I'm going to take the camera and switch it back on me. Because I'm going to make the... See, guys? Cover that up. And we're going to let that cook. And let it cook delicious. Hi, I know I'm sending you a wave. And now I'm going to turn the camera back to me whilst that's cooking. It takes so long to flip. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's me. Now you can see me. You saw the pot. So that's how you make that brown stew chicken. And you have to let it sit there at least, ladies and gentlemen, 45 minutes cooking. Because you want it tender, you want your bones juicy. Season it the night before. You know, put it in the refrigerator. You get up in the morning. You take the butter. You do the sugar. Use brown sugar if you want. Brown sugar is good too. Use white sugar if you want. And then you put everything in there, right? So now I'm going to make dumplings. You can actually put dumplings in the brown stew chicken. Or you can boil the dumpling with the yam, the dasheen, the green bananas. Different twist of a chef. I'm not the average American chef. I am a Caribbean chef. However, my favorite food is Italy. Okay, I love Italian food. And I do love Caribbean food. And I do love American food. Collard greens is my favorite vegetable. My favorite. So we're going to make that one day. I promise you we're going to make that. Okay? Send me some hearts, guys. Send me some hearts. Say something in the room. Tell me how everybody's day is going. Send me some love hearts. I love hearts. I love to be loved. Okay, did you guys like that, the way I did that chicken? Did you like to see that? Wasn't that different? Tell me if that wasn't different. That's a different twist. That's different. You don't see people showing that too often, right? You really, really don't. So now I'm going to do I'm going to do the dumplings. Very simple. But where's my teaspoon? Okay, so the smallest spoon in your tea is your teaspoon or your tablespoon. Which one? I don't remember. But the smallest spoon of salt. I'm not even going to use that because I'm not going to use that much flour. So I'm going to put, that's too much salt for me. So I'm just going to sprinkle some salt. Well, actually, I'm going to put some water in this. All this is going to be water. And this is the amount of salt I'm going to use, okay? So I'm going to fill it up with the water. Take this and just stir it. Just stir it around. And that's going to be just salt. If you want to add a little garlic powder to it, you can. So I may just do that. Let me add a little garlic powder to the water. Because you want your dumplings to have a little flavor. So I have this garlic powder right here, the finest, fine garlic powder. So I probably just put it on top of the dumplings like that. Okay, the flour, put a little, just dump it in the flour and then mix it up. If you want to use different kind of garlic, you could. Now I could have done that with the salt too, but I didn't want to do that. I put it in the water because I have to use water to make the dumplings, right? So that's why I did it like that. But that's too much salt, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. Throw some out. And here, I threw some out. And then I'm just going to put it on top of it like that. And I'm going to mix it up for my dumpling. If you want to use gloves and use your hands, you can. I don't like the way the flour feels on my hand, so I'm not using it. I'm keeping an eye on the stove. Okay? That's the only reason I'm not using it, because I don't like the feel of it. Okay, so you mixed it all up. Now, some people just do the Pillsbury and say that's a dumpling. If you want to do that, baby, feel free. It's already made for you. And if you want to use the Pillsbury thing, you can. But it's going to rise when you put it. You don't want rise. You just want it to be plain old little dumplings. That's all I'm doing. Something different, right? Now I feel as if I need to use my hand, but I'm going to wait a little bit. Just mix it up. You don't have to use... I do have a mixer that needs the flour, but for me to turn it on just for that, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to... If you feel you want to do that, that's fine too. And you mix... And this is like a half a cup of flour. It's not a lot. Because I feel like having some dumplings in my brown stew chicken. So I'm going to do that today. And you don't have to do it tomorrow. You don't ever have to do that. You just make your little brown stew chicken and that's it, right? But today we want to do something different. So I'm doing this. Same thing you would do if your hand You can use the back of the spoon and do the same thing. Very simple. Life is simple for me. Today, after I saw these people, it gave me a different outlook on life. It made me realize that I have to be grateful. If I won the lotto tomorrow, I would go look for them. I would go look for them, and I would make sure they're okay. Because it will be, if I win, it will be a lot of money. So, lot of lovers, look for my number, okay, and make them come true. You know, make them come true. Just pick my numbers. I don't know if you can find me, but figure it out. Figure it out so I can give back. So yeah, it saddened me today, and I felt a little sad about it, but I had to pick myself up and say, you know what? You can't save the world. You can try to save the world, but my heart was heavy after I saw them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you make like a little Play-Doh. We're making Play-Doh with our dumplings. We want it solid, but we want it like Play-Doh, where it's not sticking to our hands, okay? See, we're mixing it all in, and there's nothing sticking to my hand. That's basically what we're doing with the dumplings. We're going to go back to the stove. I'm going to go back. I'm going to leave you right here to keep playing with the Play-Doh. Okay, I am at work. I have to go. Okay, Daryl, baby. Thank you for coming, Mr. Miller. So that's what we're doing. We're doing the little Play-Doh. Okay? It's Play-Doh, so it's not sticking to our hand. That's the consistency you're looking for. Okay? Now I'm turning the chicken around. I'm going to bring you guys back to the pot. Give me a minute. Because the chicken is cooking. You're going to say, oh my God, this looks good. And you're going to say, Charmaine, can you come to my house and cook me this? And I'm going to say, of course. By all means, call me up. It's a wonderful dish. Okay, let's see. It's a wonderful, wonderful dish to make. I'm going to bring y'all to the stove. Give me a minute. Send me some hearts, some love, some likes. Eleanor, tap the screen for some life. I'm just trying to get everything in so that way when I bring you to the stove, you're going to see it's almost prepared. I'm washing. Always wash your stuff when you're cooking, guys. It makes your food taste better. So now I'm just cleaning up the pot that I used so I don't have. Thank you for the hearts. Look at all these hearts. So now I don't have to worry about, oh, I got to clean up after I'm done. No. When I'm done, I'm going to sit down and eat, brush my teeth, take a shower, and go in the bed. And I'm going to make sure I say a little prayer for those people that I saw that my heart is heavy today for them, okay? And if you can, please send up some kind words for them. Let's see what's going to happen to them, and maybe our prayers will reach the ears of the right person. Because I'm not the right person because I didn't have anything to offer but prayers. And I think just my thoughts of them is what I have. And I felt really bad. But I said, God, if you let me win the lotto, I'll come look for them. Aaliyah was so sad. They looked like they needed showers. They looked bad. If I had money to pay for a hotel for the night, I would have done it. Okay, so the red. I would have done it if I had it. It bothered me. Because, you know, I have a son. And I don't know. I have nieces, nephews. I have a son. And I don't know what can happen when I shut my eyes. They may need a place to stay. So you have to be kind to people. And you cannot just walk away from people and expect not to try to help them. And I know if they're looking for help, they probably can't find it. I don't know the situation. Like I said, it was just my eyes looking in at the situation, and I felt sad. And God knows if I had it, I would have approached them and said, do you guys need a hotel for the night? And they probably would have said, yeah, ma'am, and I'll go pay for it if I had it. I don't have it. And pause, and then it's trying to end my life. Hi, Michael Martine. Martine. Is it Martinez or Martine? Is it Martine? I was pausing and I don't know. Thank you for coming on. Go ahead and share the live with some people and ask them to come in and follow me on Charms Cooking, Cooking with Charmaine, Charms Cooking on TikTok, Cooking with Charmaine on Facebook, Charms Cooking on YouTube. I do cook Caribbean food. I invite you to watch me. I don't have a set schedule, but I have a lot of videos that are posted and a lot of reels. And I thank you for coming to my page, because you could have stopped at anybody else's page, but you picked to come to this page. So I am going to say thank you. Oh, you're so handsome. Look at him. Look at that picture, girl. Aaliyah, look. Don't he look like a good-looking guy? You're very handsome. We're just giving you a compliment where compliments is due. And I thank you for coming on. Okay, so we are making the brown stew chicken. So I'm going to show you. I am going to show you how far it has gotten. Remember, you want your chicken to cook. You do not want it not to cook. I'm going to take the camera, turn it around. I'm going to show you. I'm going to come back. And we're going to show you how we're going to add our vegetables in there. If you want to put cabbage in that, delicious. Carrots, delicious. Okay? But as for me, I'm not doing it that way today. I do it different ways because the reason why I do it different ways, because I want people to know, don't just cook it one way. You have options. Do it different ways, the way you enjoy it. I've seen people do it with coconut milk inside. Delicious. Delicious. When I tell you, it is a joy to make that dish. Especially when you're a girl like me that absolutely love to cook. I love to cook. And I'm praying that I can get a cookbook. I want to give back to the community. I want to be able to bless somebody with food, but it's very difficult because they have all these laws about you can't feed this person, you can't do that. So I'm very mindful what I can do. So now I'm going to put you back in the pot. There we go. Look at how beautiful this chicken has gone brown, and the color is right. The texture is beautiful. It's cooking. You do want it to cook. Do not hesitate and make sure your chicken is, it looks like it's done, right? Because of the color. It looks like, oh my God, it looks delicious. It's done. But do not think this is done. It's not done. It's not done, okay? You clean your chicken, you season it. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put scallions and my red onions. You can use white onions, you can use red, whatever your choice is, okay? We're going to pour that in here, all over. And you could also put some carrots in here. Now, if you have kids that doesn't like onions, I suggest you put them in the beginning of cooking because you want the onions to melt their way down. Okay? That's how you do that. I'm going to add some water to it. I'm going to add a little bit of water. And if you like me, old school Caribbean girl, you can actually I'll show you a trick. Don't tell nobody that trick that I showed y'all. You can actually take the water from the bananas and pour it in here. Because that has all the nutrients in it. Just like you use the water from your pasta when you do your pasta dish, you can do the same thing here. You don't have to use tap water because remember you boiling some green bananas, you boiling the yams. Let's show them the yam. See the yam and the bananas and the yuca, delicious with this dish. Okay? It's called ground provisions. That's what we call it in the Caribbean. Okay? So we're going to let that boil. We're going to cover that up. And we're going to let that boil again. And then we'll come back and check upon it. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see my face. And I can prepare the dumplings. We're going to prepare our dumplings. So that way, see what we're doing today? I wish I had a camera person that follows me everywhere I go. But one day, just one day. Oh, who is that? Jode? Aaliyah? Tell me the first name.
I don't see anyone.
Saurav. I don't want to say the wrong way. Savar?
Jovi?
Huh?
Jovi?
Sava. The first is Saur.
No, it's
The S is silent.
Sourav.
Sourav.
Sarav?
Sarav. Are we saying that right? Sarav. Welcome, Sarav. Thank you for coming on. I don't know if we said your name right, but we're trying. We apologize if it's wrong. So now, remember I said the dumplings? Pillsbury, some people use the Pillsbury one. I've seen them do that, but I'm not doing that. I make my own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it and make little dumplings. So once the chicken is partially cooked, we put that in the chicken. It's almost like fufu, right? But it's with flavor. You put that in, we're going to put that in the chicken gravy. And then you're going to eat it with your ground provisions. And it's a wonderful Caribbean dish. If you do not like chicken, if you're a vegetarian, this show is not for you. If you just want to eat the ground provisions by itself, it's interested to have it just with a little butter if you're a vegetarian. If you are a chicken person, this show is for you. If you just want to watch you can boil this in water and eat it, the show is for you. If you do not eat chicken. If you're a vegetarian and you're on this show, you can swipe to the left or to the right because the show is not for you. Okay, I understand. But we're just showing you it's a lot of hard times. And this is if you know this food, you can last a whole month eating it and you will survive. But if you got to get the steak and the potatoes and the caviar there's nothing wrong if you have the money and you can do it. But I'm just showing you how you survive in this hard economy with very little. Now, if you a caviar and a steak, I love all that, but I can't afford it. I can't. So, we're going to show you how the local Caribbean girl will make a dish that everybody would enjoy. Even if you do not eat chicken, you can make that gravy just like that and add all the vegetables in the world that you like and eat it just like that without the chicken. Amazing, right? Who would think that? I never thought about doing the one like that, but I may. Just make the brown chicken, put the carrots, put the cabbage, put the celery, put the onions, the green peppers, the red peppers, and put it on your rice or just on your ground provisions. Delicious. Bet you it's going to be good. Put some mushrooms in it. Great idea, right? If a lot of vegetarians like mushrooms, so you could do a brown stew dish with mushrooms, right, Aaliyah? You could do brown stew mushrooms or fufu. If you're a vegetarian, you eat fufu. Tofu. If you eat tofu, make it with tofu. You know, make it your own. Make it creative. It's still not done, so we're not going to take our chicken out. But what we're going to do is we're going to wipe this up. And I'm going to make little dumplings to put in the gravy. And then if you like to put the dumplings in it with your tofu. Oh, you know what's good? That would be good too. With a little bit of shrimp. If you eat shrimp, you could do it that way. All different ideas you can come up with, right? So you're just going to roll it like this. Remember, my hands are clean, right? My hands are clean. And then you're going to put it in your chicken just like that. People make it and they put it in the oxtails. They put it in the oxtails. Yes, they do. They just roll it like that. See, nothing's sticking, so it's like really like Play-Doh to me. It's Play-Doh, so once it's not sticking on your hand, because Play-Doh comes right out. So you want to make your dumplings almost like Play-Doh. Send me some hearts so I know somebody's on the page, because if the page is freeze up, I'm not going to know. Aaliyah, send a heart to see, or put just say something in the comment. If it's freezed up, okay, you send a heart. It worked. I know it's not freezed up. Because sometimes it will freeze up and I'm talking and then nobody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Everybody can hear me so fine. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody say something to me? I'm not allowed to sing to you. I'm here. Okay, thank you, baby. Thank you, Kimmy Kim. I'm making those dumplings, girl. I'm making those dumplings for me to put in the chicken. The kids don't eat it, but my sister and I eat it. The kids are like, oh, no, we're not gonna eat that. They look at me like, what is Auntie making? The kids are finicky. So now, I'm going to bring you back to the stove so we can put more water. This time I'm going to put tap water. Let me taste it to see if I have to add any salt. Perfect salt. We don't have to add any salt to it. It's all good. It is all perfectly salt. Nothing to it but to just do it. Nothing to it but to do it. Nothing to it but to do it. So now I'm going to put plain water this time because it's really cooking the way I want it to cook. It's still a little tough. I still want the meat to cook down, but I'm going to put some water this time, but I'm going to put plain water with no salt, no seasoning, no nothing. Just the plain water. I'm going to show y'all. Oh yeah, roast you. Okay, I'm putting more water and I'm going to let it boil again and then I'll bring you onto the stove. Our dumplings are ready to put in it. So we're going to let it boil. See, look. Okay, we're going to just do that. And that's what we're going to do today. Now, I'm going to show you another thing that I do put in it. the Scotch bonnet pepper. I put that in there. I'm going to open up the bottle. I'm not going to put it because the kids do not like the hot sauce. It burns their mouth. So I'm going to put it on my food. Nothing? Not even a follower? They will read what it's about. Huh?
French.
Hocker. You think? You're so kind to people. You always say nah. Okay, so our bananas is boiled to the bones. I think it's done. Okay. I'm going to throw the water out of that. You kind of just throw the water out because everything's cooked in that perspective. And we don't want the yam is cooked. Everything's cooked on that part. So now we're just waiting for this part of the chicken to cook. We're going to give it a little bit more time. And then I'm going to show you how we put the dumplings in. Because we got to do it step by step. I'm thanking you for just hanging in there with me. I know the camera went down earlier. And then I had to restart the live. But thank God I hadn't put the chicken in. So you saw that part, right? So that's a blessing by itself. Okay? So that's a blessing by itself. We don't have any issues in that area. We're good. Look who found me, Sherry. Hey, Cher. Hey, baby. Sherry always finds me on Instagram. She said, let me go find my friend. Thank you for coming, Cher. She always finds me. Cher, we're not doing nothing fancy. You know how to make that brown chicken because you're an island girl. That's all we're doing. So now I'm going to bring you back to the stove and show you the results of this wonderful, wonderful chicken. Oh my God, it looks so good. And the smell is absolutely, I wish you guys were here to smell it. Okay? That's what's beautiful about it, the smell. So I'm going to put it back in the stove. And then we're just going to add the dumplings. And then I'm going to show you the whole dish, how you serve it. Now, what I did was I put a little, you could put some, I put a little bit without you guys seeing that. And I should have told you, a little tomato paste if you want to. Not required. I do that. You see right here? There's a little bit of tomato paste that I put on it. It's not required, but I do that just to give it a little, okay? Give it a little thickness. Now I'm going to go ahead and dump the dumplings in there. We're going to put the dumplings in there and we're going to let it boil again. Just like that. Just put them all over your pot. I've never made it this way live. So I was just making it for myself. And I say, you know what? Let me go live and show them. Because we never made it with the dumplings so you guys can see. Right? Long time no see, huh? Yeah, girl. I'm coming back on Facebook. I'm trying to grow my all my platforms. So I'm over here for a little bit. And I'm on YouTube, baby. Sherry, you can go to YouTube, my love. I'm going to go YouTube probably tomorrow. And I'm going to put this dish that I just made. I'm going to put it on YouTube also. So we're going to let that boil. And we're going to cover it up. And that's the whole dish. You got to let it boil. Okay? Okay, we're going to let that boil. And look how wonderful that looks. It's boiling away. And that's our brown stew dumpling chicken. That's our brown stew dumplings chicken. That's what we're making. I hope you guys enjoy the show. I'm going to show you, and then when it's cooked, let me show you what I do. This is the yellow yam that we boiled. So when it's cooked, all you do is you cut your yellow yam up. You slice it up like so. Right? You put your chicken right here. Okay, you put your chicken. If you have rice, if that's what you like, you put the rice. You put, love the smile. Thank you, my love. You take your, look at that. You take your yuca. You place the yuca in the plate. I'm going to use a bigger plate because I want to show you how you place it in the plate and how you serve it to your family. Very simple. Place it in the plate. Thank you. And it's a delicious meal. It really, really is. You get your yuca. It's Caribbean. You could get a salad on the side if you want to. Okay, this is it. Right? And then you get your green banana. I kind of boil the green bananas too much, but that's how you do that. You get your green bananas on the side. See it? When you go to the store, that's what you ask for. You ask for the ground provision. You put your chicken right here. The dumplings takes like 5 minutes because it's all you're doing is you boiling it and you want it to boil. Okay, you put your dumplings right. You see? Beautiful. Look how beautiful that looks. Now, if you have sweet potatoes, you could put that on there too. Sometimes you don't want to have all that. These are all vegetables. You don't want to have all that rice or the potato. If you wanted to put potatoes in that too, you can. I just thought about that. So you put that like that. And then you take your chicken. You take your chicken. This chicken is almost done. I'm going to give it a little bit more, 5 minutes or so. But I'm kind of want to show you how to place it on the plate. So you put your chicken right here. And voila. You got your ground provisions, your yellow yam, delicious. It's good for your stomach. Your green bananas, your yuca. See that? Delicious, right? Look how delicious this looks. And you put your little hot sauce on top of your chicken. You pour that in, which is your Scotch bonnet. And you eat those together with lots of gravy on your rice or your yellow yam. And baby, make it and call me up. Inbox me. Invite me to cook it for you. Thank you for the hearts. Trust me, I'll be over at your place. I know how to get a flight, a real free flight. And to make this and serve it at a party, people were going to be licking their fingers and be like, what is this? It's so different. But it's so good and it's so healthy. It's healthy. If you don't want to have the chicken, I say eat this with just a little bit of butter, a little salt, and you're good to go to bed and you're fine. You don't need to have all that. Just this. Just this you need. If you don't want to have chicken, if you're a vegetarian. I love you guys. I thank you for watching me. I'm going to try to upload the video on YouTube when we're done. We're going to learn how to do that because we wanted to place both videos, but I figured I wanted to come on Instagram and say hi to my peeps. Love you for watching me. Share the live for me before I close the camera up. Share it to your friends. Invite your friends to go follow Charms Cooking on Instagram. I love you. Good night. I'm going to be calling you in a few minutes, Kim. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to call you before it gets too late. I don't want your husband to say I'm keeping you up late, but I'm going to call you, okay, baby? I love you guys. I love you, Kimmy. Good night. Bye-bye.